Hello. What are the most important things you consider in a mate? When you wanted to get married, what were the things that you were looking out for? For you that is planning to get married, what are the things that you are considering? You see, when that period, people, especially ladies, we always have some kind of list. You have a list, you are checking out some stuff, you're checking out some things in your box. Is it this? Is it that? Is it what are the things that you consider very key? What are the things that are most important to you when you are going for that special person? That person that makes you tingle, that person that gives you butterflies, the things that you check. These are the things I want to discuss today. How are you doing everywhere in the world? How are you over there? How is your family? How is your business? How are you? All right, good to have you again today on the Intentional Family Clinic platform, discussing before you say I do. Check this. There are things that we want to look at, very important things. The subject of personal values or values is a priority. It is a key in discussing relationships. The subject of values. Number one, you have to have value. You have to have personal value. Your own value determines what you go for. How are you, everyone, joining us? Good to have you again on this beautiful morning. How are you? How is your family? Welcome to this morning broadcast. So let's look at this. What are the things that you value? What are the things that are important to you? The things that are important to you, the things that you consider important. How are you? How are you? I'm fine. I'm not Chinese. Do I look like one? I'm not Chinese, okay? How are you doing? How is your family? All right. I hope you are fine everywhere in the world joining us this morning. Good to have all of you on the show. We are discussing personal values before you say I do. Before you say I do. You see, the subject of personal value is very important. Values. A lot of people don't have values. Remember, these are last days. People go by whatever that appeals to them. Okay. Your name is Scoopret. Good to have you. Welcome. How are you doing? How is your family? Good to have joined us this morning. So join us in the discussion. All right. Good to have all of you. Where are you chatting us from? Where are you joining from everywhere in the world? Put it in the comment. I like to know where you're joining us from, so I can welcome you, especially your special people, every one of you. So today we are saying that values are important. If you don't have value, you can go for anything. Anything can distract you. If you don't know what is key, you can follow just the trend. But developing personal values is important, especially as you make decisions that border on relationship, decisions that border on marriages. If you have not developed values to know that, see the things that are very important, see the things I won't do, see my boundaries, people will distract you. All right, that is the thing we are discussing today. Remember to subscribe to our channel as we discuss. All right, so before you say I do, I want to ask you, if you're married, what were the things that you considered very important while we were choosing your spouse? I know there are married friends here. Well, let's help our unmarried friends. What were the things you considered very important? Some people will look at the lady or the guy's height. Is he tall? Is he handsome? Is he cute? Does he look like this and that? How are you doing? See my name on the platform, all right? My name is Sampson, okay? Okay, so what are the things that you considered very important? If you're a Christian, what were the things that you looked out for? When you want to choose a mate, when you want to choose a spouse, what are the things that are important to you? What were the things important to you if you have already chosen? Let's help our friends that have not chosen. What are the things that you should look for? These things are very important. You know, a lot of people don't think about it because many times people marry under pressure. Okay, they have money now, they want to settle down, or their family is giving them pressure to settle down, and so they are looking out for, help me look for someone that is cool, somebody that is beautiful, somebody that is this and that. And then your considerations and your attention shifts to how the person looks, and you're not bothering about the person's values. Let me tell you, when it comes to relationship, it is not all about chemistry. It is not just about chemistry. It is about alignment of values. Alignment of values. So if you go for the outer content, if you go for the packaging and forget to look into the content, what is the content of this person? If you only concentrate on the container, how the person looks, very attractive, very handsome, very cute, all the varies, and you forget to look at the content, who is this person, what does this person have inside, and you make that decision, that is when you see all the chaos that marriages are going through. So this morning, let's discuss, what are your values? Please, I'd like to see your comments. All right, every one of you, if you have married, let's know what were your values before you chose your spouse. Were you looking at how she looks, how beautiful she was, and all that? Or were you looking at her height, how gorgeous? Or were you looking at what the quality, the stuff this person is made of? All right. So I wanted to have your, suggestions and your inputs before we begin to discuss. All right. That, like I said, that chemistry is the feeling, how I feel about that person. Okay. Okay, my lovely friend. Okay. Nice day at work. Good luck to you, right? Okay, good luck to you. I'll see you tomorrow by 12. Okay? So, what are those things that you considered key as you were making your choices? What are those things you considered key? And as a single person, what are you looking out for? Let's help you now. What are the things you're looking out for? Don't concentrate on looking at how beautiful. Beauty is fine. You are supposed to go for a beautiful person, nice, but shouldn't stop there. You shouldn't be the only thing that you are considering. Don't focus on the outward appearance. What is the person's character? How does the person behave? Does this person have values for character, for integrity, for respect, for truth, communication, so many things? Are you checking all these things? Because you have to check them out. That is what will guarantee peace at home. That will guarantee your peace at home. Remember to subscribe to our channel, okay? Good people, beautiful people. Subscribe so that we want to discuss this as this week unfolds. There are very important on this channel. All right? So, what are the things that you are looking at as an unmarried person? Are you still single and you want to probably get married? You're planning to get married next year, this year, 5 years time, and all that. Of course, you would like to. You look out for someone that have reverence for God. Are you looking at that? Somebody that has reverence for God. This is the foundation of your life. If you're faith driven, if you're someone loving God, developing your relationship with God, number one thing you should look for is the person that also have reverence for God. The Bible says in Amos chapter 3 verse 3 that two people cannot work together unless they agree. If there is no agreement, you won't be able to work together. You'll not find it funny. Find out if this person has reverence for God. Does this person genuinely love God, or he is just a religious person? He's just religious. He just like calling God's name, or he doesn't want to reverence for God. If he doesn't want this God thing, he doesn't want it, or she doesn't want it, and you didn't find out at the beginning. You didn't find out. He was religious. Okay, he also goes to church. Okay, I even met him in church. Are you understanding what I'm saying? You also met him in church. She attends church. Did you find out the depth of the attendance? Was he just an attendee? Or did he really, really love God? Because when you pray, it might be a problem. How do they respond in difficult situations? How do they respond in difficult situations? Do they panic? Or is their first option to seek the face of God over some things, over that issue? Or is it panic? These are things that you should look out for. Because difficult seasons will come. As far as it's marriage, there will always be, sometimes everything is so rosy and it's as if you're cruising. Sometimes there will be challenges and all that. So when those times, example, let me tell you, even when everything is fine and the woman is a heavy, probably pregnant. Pregnancy is not sweet all through. There are times it is challenging. There are times you need to, have to do all manner of faith work and all that. So when that time comes, how are you going to do it? Will you also be able to have self-control, or are you going to be lashing out at everybody? Are you going to be lashing out at the man, lashing out at everybody around because I am pregnant? No, these are the things you should find out. Does this person understand what self-control is? Is it going to, because there will be time you will need self-control. There will be time you need to know how to handle situations, all right? That's what we are talking about. So number one is reverence for God. If you're someone that loves God and you find yourself in a relationship with another person that doesn't care about God, it will be very difficult. It will be challenging. It will be conflicting. It will stress you out. You will always be under constant pressure because you won't be able to do what you want to do. You want to pray, is problem. You want to go to church, is problem. At the initial time, you probably were attending church together, but this person is no more interested. He tells you, I don't believe in God, this church thing, all manner of things, and you're confused. And you know right inside of you that this is the way it should be. But because you didn't sit down at the initial time to look at these things critically, to analyze it, to assess it, to be sure this is what you want, and then you allowed yourself to go in because of pressure, or because you probably focus on the outward appearance. Number two thing to look at: integrity, truthfulness and consistency. Integrity. What is this person's level? Who are we when nobody is watching us? That is what you should look at. Look at these qualities before you say I do. If you have said I do already, maybe you're married, you already have a relationship, you already have a family, all right? Of course, you are now a mentor to another person. You are now a guide. You are now a coach. So these are also the things that you looked at for. Probably you made those right choices, fine. But if you didn't, you are also in a position to help other people to correct their choice in this journey. All right? So the second one is integrity, and that is truthfulness and consistency. And I said, who are we when nobody is watching? Do your words match your action? When people say one thing and behave another way, it is problem. It is very, very problematic. So are you consistent in your behavior, in the way you do things, in the way you act? Or are you always fluctuating? Find out who this person is. Is he a person that tells you I am coming and he actually comes? Does she say I will come by 1 and she actually comes? Okay, if she didn't come by that time, is there any form of excuse? I'm sorry, I couldn't meet up. Something came up and all that. Do you understand? Because that is character. When the persons couldn't meet up, maybe something came up. When you come, you quickly explain that, see what happened. That's why. That tells your level of integrity. Okay, can you trust them with truth even when it is uncomfortable? Some people you cannot trust them with truth. There are some people you tell your innermost truth, it will be a problem because they cannot handle it. Some people you open up to them and tell them, see who I am, see what has happened to me, see my experiences, see my background, see and all that, and the person is, oh my God, no. So who is this person? Is it a person that can handle the truth. All right? Who is this person when nobody is watching? These are important decisions you should take. You should look at values. If this person doesn't have this value, there will be conflict. There will be constant conflict and friction. You don't want to have a home where there is constant friction. You don't want to have a home where there is argument all the time. You don't want to have a home where you are always explaining. You are overwhelmed, explaining all the time. You don't want to have a home you are constantly explaining. Why? Because at the initial time, you didn't take time to look at, does this person have integrity? Is this person consistent? Can he tell the truth? What he said today, is it what he's still saying tomorrow? Or the behavior today is different from what he said yesterday. When you weigh it, today he says, tomorrow you want to put it together. They are not adding up. Are you in a hurry to make a mistake in selecting someone that you are still not sure, but probably you're under pressure? You are pressured by your parents, pressured by friends or colleagues. They are cajoling you, and so you want to look like the Joneses, you want to look like other people, you just want to settle down, and you are not taking time to look at all these things, who this person really is. Let me tell you, a lot of marriages are going through serious pressures, conflict everywhere. These are the things that were neglected from the beginning. These are the things that were not given attention from the beginning. And so people now begin to, many times you see people trying to explain. You wouldn't have explained if you took time. Don't tell me you don't have time. You have all the time to check this person out. You have all the time to make some inquiries. Ask former colleagues, ask schoolmates, ask neighbors, ask. Because some people can pretend for life. They will come around you. They will show you all the nice colors. They will show you everything you want to see. They will show you all the outward, but the inside they are hiding it. So you're not able to decode who this person really is. Why don't you ask the person's neighbors? Why don't you trace where this person was formerly and make inquiries, so that you can save yourself the stress and the headache that usually happen in families by making those wrong choices, neglecting personal values. Number 3, does this person have respect? Oh, especially in conflict, men love respect. You better give men respect than food. Men prefer to be respected than give them food. Oh, respect is like an oxygen to a man. So find out, can this person respect you? What about when there are situations, when there are conflicts, when things have changed, when the cash is no more flowing? Can this person still respect you? What about if there is health condition? What about if there is some kind of situation, an emergency and all that? Will you still be respected? You start from the beginning to check those things. Are you going to still sustain your respect in this relationship if this and if that? Are you checking it? Are you putting all of them on the table? This person, yes, when you look at this person, he's okay, he speaks right, the family is okay, the background, the pedigree, all that fine. But you're going to live with this person. You're not going to live with the background. You're not going to live with this person's family. The family is rich, they are well-to-do, they are from the... You're not going to live with them. You're going to live with this person, this particular person. So check who you're going to live with. Does it have the qualities that can make your home a real home? Or will your home now become a war zone? These are the things that you need to check. All right? So love can be emotional, but respect is a choice. Love can be emotional, but respect is a choice. You can just be having all the butterflies when it comes to love, but respect is a choice. That means people choosing to respect you irrespective of, despite the circumstance, in spite of this and that, they still want to respect you. That is what you should look out for. Do they honor boundaries? Do they honor boundaries? Or do you used to hear, it doesn't matter, it doesn't really matter? When somebody tells you it doesn't matter, You have set boundaries and say, I don't like this one and I like this one, and the person tells you it doesn't matter. That means what you like and what you don't like doesn't really matter. Are you going to handle it? Is it something that you can handle? You need to check it. How do they speak when they are angry? When they are angry, how do they respond? How do they react? How do they react? You see, one of the tests in a premarital relationship, before you say I do, while you are still dating, one of the tests is the test of anger and the test of giving. The test of anger and the test of giving are key cardinal tests you have to give. Like, you have to test the other person with anger and giving. Can this person give? Can this person give you? You know, there are people that are takers, they are not givers. If you marry a taker, at the initial time you might not feel it. Probably you have stuff, but everybody wants to be given. You understand? Everybody loves to receive love. Everybody loves to be given something, whatever it is, no matter how little. Even the wealthy has something they appreciate you to give them. So the question is, can this person give you? Or is this person only interested in taking? Can this person give you? So you try to check if this person can give, no matter how little it is. Even if it is a little, because the Bible says, he that is faithful in little will also be faithful in much. If the person cannot give you when he doesn't have much, when he even have much, he will not still give you. That is the truth. When the person cannot give you from the little, when it becomes much, he cannot still give you. Are you understanding it? So check out these things. If you value giving, you want to give and you also want to receive, check out from the beginning. Is this person going to give me? Check out if this person will respect me. Check if this person, a person who disrespects you during disagreements will fracture the foundation of the marriage. Yes. If it is very easy for this person to disrespect you when at the heat of the arguments, and he says something, at the heat of the arguments, the person says something. Some people, you have trusted them with your secrets. You have trusted them with confidential information. But the person tells you, oh, I was just angry and I said those things. And when the person said those things, probably there were other people that heard what this person said. How is he going to retrieve the things that you said? How are you going to retrieve the things that other people has already heard? So if you do not know how to handle confidential information, even at the heat of argument, even when there is a conflict, even when there is a quarrel or a disagreement or a misunderstanding, then it is a check, something that you need to check from the beginning and be sure. All right? Don't just go by some kind of cosmetic respect. Cosmetic respect, when people see you, they are doing all those veneering, they kneel down, they bow down, they prostrate, they do a manner of things, they greet you politely. They are all fine. But sometimes they can just be cosmetic respect, artificial respect. Find out the real respect is the respect that somebody gives you when the circumstance doesn't even warrant this person should respect, and the person still goes ahead to respect you. Okay, that is why these are decisions, things that you must find out early enough. Okay, what about communication and emotional maturity? Communication is not just talking. It is understanding. Communication is not just talking, because that you are just talking is not enough when it comes to communication. Communication is understanding. Being able to express yourself in a way that the other person understands what you're saying. You see, when it comes to communication, there is, output and input. There is a sender and there is a receiver. you are sending out and the other person is receiving. So the question is, what you sent, is it what the person received? Because if you say something and someone understands another, then you have not communicated. You haven't. When you say something or the other person is saying something and you're hearing another thing. So communication is the ability for the two individuals to understand themselves. It is not talking. It's communication goes beyond talking. Communication is understanding. That thing you are saying, is he understanding you? Is she understanding you? Because without understanding, there can be no change of character. When there is no understanding, that other thing you are expecting will not happen. All right? If somebody doesn't understand what you're saying, there will be no change. So communication is understanding. Communication is not just talking. You sit down, you're talking and no. You haven't communicated until the other person understands what you are saying. So communication, the ability to maturely communicate. It doesn't matter what the circumstance is. Can you still communicate? There are some people, when during conflict, they can no more communicate. They begin to sulk. They begin to, you start finding silent treatments. This person is no more talking. This person goes dumb in the house, blanks out. No, it is not maturity. Emotional maturity is even when you are not feeling, you are not happy, you are still able to communicate. You are still able to tell the other person, see how I feel. I am not happy. I am not happy about this thing that you did. That is maturity. Maturity is being able to express yourself the way it is, not putting the other person in a difficult situation. You see, there are people that do that, and it is a weapon, some kind of silent weapon, punishing your spouse with silent weapon called silence. They are not talking in the house. They are not saying anything. They're just going around. You greet them. Even to respond in the greeting is problem. No. These are the things you find out from the beginning. Are these people matured enough to still communicate even when they are at the heat of the moment? Even when there is conflict? Let me tell you, your marriage is always tested with conflict. It is not even outside conflict. It is not even war. It is not even anything strange. Why? These two people are different personalities, different experiences, from different backgrounds. You are bound to step on each other's toes. You are bound to misunderstand yourself once in a while. It is not that there is going to be an external, it is not even external force. It is between both of you. All right? So the question is, that time when that conflict comes, how are you going to handle it? How are you going to handle it? You see, some people, they are all emotional. They are showing you love. They are all beautiful, romantic. Everything is fine. Wait until there is conflict. You will now see how this person will begin to talk. And you're wondering, is it the same you? You see the kind of venom that comes out of the person's mouth. You're wondering, what is going on? I thought you were sweet all around. All along, you have been very romantic. This person is not emotionally matured. They are the things you check out. We said before you say I do, check these things out. Is she emotionally matured to handle conflict, to still talk even when the person is angry, or when there are pressures, when pressure is coming? Is it going to change automatically? This person will now become very strange to you. You don't understand the person you married anymore just because there is pressure. These are the things you look out for. Don't just jump into marriage because you are under pressure. All right? Do they listen to you or do they just react? Some people, while you're talking, they are not listening. They are just they are waiting for you to finish so that they can start talking. Some people don't listen. The only time they are keeping quiet is they are gathering what they will say. So find out what level of communication. As you are dating and as you're courting, you can find all these things out. But if you ignore it and you say, okay, we are not quarreling now, how am I going to know? Since we are not quarreling, there are some things you have to settle. Some things has to you strike up conversations that can gear into a dimension looking like you want to quarrel. So you see how this person reacts. Don't just ignore it and behave like it doesn't matter. When it gets to marriage, you will see it will matter. Oh, it will matter. When it comes to premarital counseling, we put all these things down. You need to check it out. The only thing we didn't say you should check out, don't go and be testing the person and say, I need to know whether he can perform. No, God said no to that one. But these other ones, find out if this person is emotionally mature, if this person can communicate, if this person has values, financial values and responsibilities. See the area that is koko in marriage. Financial issues. The major in marriage is communication and financial stress. If they are financially okay, then there is problem with communication. All right, so these are areas you need to look into. Financial values. Money does not destroy marriages. It is mindsets about money that do. The mindset about money, that is what destroys marriages. It is not money itself. Okay, so because some people are misers, some people are wasters. So is he a miser or a waster? If you are a miser and you are getting attracted to a waster, are you seeing that conflicts? There will be conflict, constant, frequent conflicts. In fact, you will need to be putting off fire all the time, because one person is a miser. When a person is a miser, every expense irritates the person. Every expense, including the expenses that are for the person's welfare or well-being. He thinks that you're spending too much. You see this small thing that you're spending all the money? Why? Misers. And then it does not mean that a miser is just a no. It means that this person is more prudent. All right, but there has to be an agreement. You have to come to a compromise, because this other person believes money should be saved. Everything you get, save it. Save for the rainy day. The other person believes that enjoy life. We don't live this life twice. We need to enjoy it now. Are you seeing that these are two conflicting beliefs? All right, these two people are believing two different things. So there has to be an agreement. That is why discussions before marriages are necessary. Some people don't discuss anything. And because they don't discuss things, they neglect all these areas. Very, very touchy issues. They neglect them. So these are things that you need to discuss before they begin to happen. What do you think about money? What is your mindset about money? Do you think that money should be spent or money should be saved? Discuss it. Have financial discussion. Are they disciplined or impulsive? Are you seeing what I'm talking about? Some people are disciplined, some people are impulsive. Whatever they see, they want to buy because they want to live for now. They don't want to. They are telling you, babe, we are not going to live forever. We are just not going to live forever. Can we just enjoy our life? Meanwhile, there are needs in the house. There are important needs. But you want to, people that cannot delay gratification, people that cannot hold on, so that, okay, let's do this investment. When this investment begin to yield, we can, from the profits, now begin to buy all the good things that we need. Some people cannot hold on for investment to begin to bring returns. So are you seeing these are the part of the things that brings conflict? If you didn't discuss it from the beginning, they will begin to bring you conflict in marriage. Do they believe in planning? There are financial planning. Do they believe in planning? Some people financial planning waste their time. They don't have the patience to begin to draw up a budget. You tell this person, let's have a budget, let's draw up a budget. Say, budget, excuse me, let's buy what we need, and tomorrow we'll make another money. They believe they will always make money. They believe money will always come. So they don't want to put themselves under that straight jacket of budgeting. Are you understanding it? But you think that we should have budgets so that we'll see what is important and what is not. And when you budget, you actually see what you should not give attention immediately, what should be your priority, or what should hold on. But if you don't discuss all these things, you will spend impulsively, and then when a major need comes, there are no funds to handle it. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So do they believe in planning, financial planning? savings, investments, budgeting, all those things that has to do with handling finances prudently. Some people don't believe in it. Because they don't believe in it, they will not have that patience. Do they believe in savings? Do they believe in stewardship? Stewardship is that ability to handle what God has given to you faithfully. Do they believe in stewardship? Some people doesn't believe in financial stewardship, especially as believers, as Christians. They will tell you, no, I cannot be giving my money to the church. No, these are the things you need to find out. Are you getting married to a mate or a spouse that doesn't like giving to church? Tell you, no, I don't want to give to church. You give my money to those pastors. No, he believes that it's pastors that are eating his money. Are you seeing the level of maturity? Look at all these things, because if you don't look at them and discuss them and you get married, you now want to give money to church, you want to give tithes, you want to give seed, or you want to give all those financial kingdom finances and all that, you start quarreling with the person. You will start heavy quarrels, because from the beginning he didn't believe you should be giving money to church. He thinks that it's pastors that are eating the money. You discuss these things. All right? So what about shared financial values? Things that can reduce future tension. Do they believe in anything like that? What are the financial I told you that finances is one of the key areas that stress marriages, that put pressure in marriages. Finances, one of the key areas that put pressure in marriages. But then it is not because it's not all the time that the money is not there, but it is majorly because of the mindset over this money, the mindset and how this money is used. Because one person is saying, let's plan how we use it, the other person doesn't have time to plan it. So it keeps bringing tension, pressure over that home. So look at the other thing, the sense of purpose and direction. Does this person have a sense of purpose and direction? Does this person believe that I have a purpose? There is a purpose for my life. There is a reason why I am here. Or is this person just doing whatever that comes his way, whatever that comes away? He's not a person that thinks that life is bigger than just the moment. Is the person that has a sense of purpose? Are they intentional about their growth? Are they intentional? These are things you look out for. Are they intentional about their growth? Are you marrying a person that is not considering anything about growth, personal growth? Developing yourself, becoming the best version of you, becoming the best of who God has made you, bringing out the best of you to give to the society. All right? So is it the person that doesn't believe in all those things? You tell this person, okay, you need to upgrade yourself, you need to take some courses, you need to do some more, this person tells you, I don't have time for all that. No. Look out for somebody that has a sense of purpose. Look out for somebody that has a sense of direction. The person that is talking about future, where we are going in this time of technology, digital, AI and all that. What's the person's view about it? Does the person think that, I don't believe in all these things? If somebody tells you, I don't believe in AI or technology and all those things going on, you just want to be in the 80s, 70s, and 60s, then there is a problem. These are things that you should look out for. Do they take responsibility for their life? Do they take responsibility for their life? Or they look for you to do everything? There are some people that look for another person to do everything. Every single thing. They don't take one single step. You are going to be the one doing everything for this person. That means they don't believe in taking personal responsibility for their life. All right? What about forgiveness and humility? This person you're going for, can she forgive? Can he forgive? Are you seeing traces of humility around him or her? Marriage requires constant repair. How? The two people are from different backgrounds, so they will, step on each other's toes. Can she forgive? Can he forgive? Or when he steps on your toes, and then you will just shut this person up. You will just put this person in a prison that cannot be released. Can this person forgive? There are people that find it difficult to forgive because of past experiences, unhealed hurts, all manner of things that has happened to them, and then you are now in a relationship with that person. Discover, find out. Are you going to be like this? What are you thinking? What do you think? If the person thinks there is nothing like forgiveness, if you do anything to me, I cannot forgive you, that is a red flag. Serious red flag, because forgiveness is a command. God say forgive, because for God to also forgive you, everyone is an offender one way or the other. One day you need forgiveness from God. You also need forgiveness from people. So for you to obtain that forgiveness, you need to forgive other people's offenses towards you. So find out, can this person forgive? What about humility? Some people are too proud. Oh my God. They are proud. They don't believe any other person exists. The world is theirs. All these things, when you don't look at them or you ignore them, you think they don't exist. When you get into marriage, you find out that these things will be breeding constant friction in the home. Do they hold grudges? All the time, grudges, all the time, rehearsing what was done. You see, there are people that are masters in rehearsing past offenses. He did this to me 2012, June 1st, June 2012, he did this to me. In fact, 1990, he did this to me. You are always remembering the dates that you were offended. No, remembering the dates that you were offended. Are you serious? Some people have good memories of storing up offenses. Things that were done to them 20 years ago is still in their memory, is still in their heart, is still hurting them. Offenses of 20 years is still hurting you. That is demonic. Very demonic. Very, very demonic. Even if you carry offense for 1 month, it's even problem, because it can trigger a lot of health issues. Oh yes. It can trigger that is why God says we should forgive. Forgiveness is for your own benefit. Forgiveness is, when people don't forgive, it's usually described as a person that doesn't forgive is a person